Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. It's once more the professor, and today I want to talk about why some Africans get why some Africans get deported at the airport here in Russia. So the different reasons why some Africans can get deported at the airport. So I already made a video about that, but today I wanna go more in details in why some people can get deported, because most people talk about deportation at the airport like it was just for one reason, because maybe you didn't send your documents to the university before coming, you didn't have money on you, that's why they deported you. But they don't know in details how this control at the airport works. So today I want to talk about that. But I would like to mention that I will not talk about visitors visa, as I already explained. uh, if you want if you come through a visitors visa, the risk to get deported is very high. So I will not talk about visitors visa, because if you can't explain and you can't prove that you're a real visitor, they will probably deport you. So today I'm going to talk about only student visa. Why can a student be deported at the airport, and go in details about why. So the first thing I want to talk about is about the cities, because there are some cities in Russia where when you come, the risk for being deported is I will not say high, but the risk for you to have a control, in fact the risk for you to attract attention over you is will be high. Meaning when you get at the airport and you are going to these different cities, this will the fact that they see that city on your passport as the city where you are going, this will attract attention on you. So which city are these? There is city like there's these are cities that are located on the borders of Russia, borders to Europe, borders of Russia to Europe. Because for those who know, when immigration to Russia started, a lot of people were coming here to move to Europe, passing through Belarus and Poland. A lot of people were doing that, and the Russian immigration noticed that, so they started controlling everyone who is coming in the country, to be sure that that person is not going to maybe Europe or these different countries. That is coming here really to study and to stay, not to go immediately in this different country. So when you are going to these different cities that are on the borders, this will increase the attention on you, because they will notice that this one is going there, maybe he's going to cross immediately, because these cities are located immediately at the borders. The cities like Kaliningrad, Pskov, these two cities, these are the two main cities. When you are going there, that will attract attention on you, because they will think that you are going to cross. And now that doesn't mean they will deport you immediately, because they are not sure. Because for those who don't know, for you to understand how things work at the airport, they don't deport you for one thing immediately. When they notice something and now you are a suspect, they will now follow up with another question to verify if their suspicion is valid. Now, what will I say again? As I said, when they notice that you are going to this city, now this attract attention on you, and they will come over you and ask you again more questions. For example, when they notice that you are going to this city, they will they will come to you and ask you, maybe, have you paid the school fees, or have you paid the school fees? For example, if you say no, you haven't paid the school fees, or if you say yes, you will show your receipt, and they will see that you have paid the school fees. Now if they ask and you say you didn't pay the school fee, they will ask maybe how much money you have on you. You show maybe the money you have on you, and they will see if it is enough to pay the school fees and all of that stuff. They will verify. And then if they want to be clear, if they want to be clear again, they will ask to check your phone. They'll ask you to check your phone. They'll ask you to open your phone, and they will verify your messages, your WhatsApp messages, to see your last discussion, to verify that if you were discussing about that, in fact, discussing about travel, about crossing the borders. So these are some. And when they will open your phone, they will look, and they will notice maybe things, suspect things in your phone, maybe you talking with people in Europe, all of that stuff. This can be considered as suspect, and they can deport you because of that. So that's why I advise usually people, if you are coming, number one, when you are coming with your phone, if you have some discussion with people in Europe, I advise to delay those discussion. I don't advise to have a new WhatsApp, to have a completely new WhatsApp, because this will again make you a suspect. Just delay the discussion you have with people in Europe, so that if they will see, no, this one is not a suspect and everything is good. And this is only in the case where they will check your phone, because they don't check phones all over the place, because there's no time to check phones for everyone. Only when you are a suspect, they notice that you are a suspect, then they can check your phone to clarify. Uh, as I mentioned again, this is about these cities at the borders. Now let's move to, maybe you are going to a normal city. Why can you get deported? What can make you get deported? Also, I would like to talk about, there are some universities here in Russia that that you come at the airport. If the airport calls them to verify, to verify that you are a student and you are waiting them, they can say no, and and the airport and the agent at the airport will deport you. I repeat, there are some universities here if the airport call them to confirm that you are a student and you are waiting and they are waiting you, they will say no, and you can get deported because of that. So there are very bad universities here. Not that the universities are bad, but because there are a lot of Africans that did bad things in that university. Now sometimes it can happen that someone comes and they call them and they just send you back. They say no, send him back. So be very very careful with the university you choose. This is one case. Now if you are going to a normal university, um, sometimes they will ask you if you, I don't know, maybe they will see something suspect over your documents. They will ask you if you have paid the school fees. If maybe you have not paid the school fee, they will ask you to show your money. If you don't have money with you, it's again dangerous. That's why if you haven't paid the school fees, it's better to come with your money in dollars, so that if they ask you to show, than to leave your money there to send it after. Because when you are at the airport, you don't have connection, you will not be able to write to your country that show send your money right now. Better to come with your money immediately, so that um, so that if uh, if they ask you, if you haven't paid the school fee, they ask you to show your money. This is my money that I have, and everything will be clear. So that these are some different reasons. If you have your money on you, even if they were supposed to send you your money, now you get deported because of that. So I just want to prepare you, so that when you are coming, you know what is awaiting you. It's true, the deportation at the airport for student visa is relatively low as compared to maybe 3 years ago or 2 years ago, because now very few people are crossing to go to Europe, very few. So that's why the deportation are a little bit lower. But you need any way to prepare yourself, so that if there is any situation, you can handle it. So that's what I wanted to talk about in this video. See you next. Ciao, ciao.